everyone. Today I'm going to talk about my personal experiences and such when it comes to having the flu with ME. The signs of autumn are everywhere, and so I know that flu season is coming up. And I try not to think about it too much because it terrifies me, but at the same time, I need to prepare for it, you know? I know that when it comes to things like, the flu shot, that can be controversial because of the whole vaccine versus anti-vax debate, which I have strong feelings about, but I'm not going to go into them because I do not want controversy in the comment section. I don't do well with, any sort of stress or tension or conflict anymore. I've had to, just because my body just reacts so strongly to it. I'm feeling a little nervous about this already. I mean, I've had to stop watching anything exciting, because it just physically affects me too much. So please, please, please don't start up arguments in the comments. Okay. That said, yeah, flu season is coming up and I am scared because last year I lost a lot because of the flu. I know this probably sounds kind of crazy because, people, normal, healthy people, they catch it and in 2 weeks they're back to normal. But since my immune system is so messed up, I found that every time I catch the flu, I don't fully get back to where I was. I do get over the flu technically, but my symptoms with ME are worse. So last winter, I got the flu, I think it was 4 times. I don't remember for sure because my memory is not the greatest anymore. But I'm pretty sure it was 4 times. And I lost the ability to do so much. You can look back on my video where I talked about sort of my limited hobbies at the time, and most of those I can't do anymore. I can't sit and color in coloring books for very long. I started doodling again I guess recently. And just, it's so difficult that, it took me an entire week to finish one simple little doodle that doesn't really have hardly any detail in it at all. It's ridiculous. I lost the ability to use my computer. It's just too overwhelming for me now. I use only my phone now. As I said earlier, I can't watch anything exciting anymore. I can't, oh god, so many of the games I used to play, I can't play anymore. I spend most of my time these days just watching YouTube. Yeah. I lost my, but, you're like, oh, no big deal with those. But more importantly, I lost my ability to go outside by myself. I can't do the stairs anymore. It takes too much out of me. Like, I technically can do it, but I will suffer for a long time for it. I lost my ability to cook for myself, which has negatively impacted me greatly because my husband doesn't always feel like cooking. I can't. The most I can do is I can throw something frozen in the microwave. That's all I can do anymore. I used to be able to actually, before this past winter, I was able to cook healthy meals for myself, and now I'm stuck relying on whatever my husband feels like cooking or something frozen. And the grocery store does not carry frozen meals that I can eat anymore. That's not something that the flu did to me. That's something that I'm just a little annoyed at because they used to have two frozen dinners that I could have. And then, like, a couple months ago, they just stopped carrying them, and I am not happy. My nutrition has been suffering pretty badly lately. Just between my inability to cook and losing easy options. Yeah. I lost the ability to take a shower by myself. Like, before I got the flu, it was exhausting, and so I would only do it once a week because of that. But I could still, do it by myself. But after getting the flu, this past winter 4 times now, I can't. I have a shower chair, and my husband washes my hair for me. So I'm entirely dependent upon when he feels like helping me in the shower. And even with his help, it takes so much out of me that I'm still only doing it once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks. I don't have the focus or the energy to do hardly anything that I used to enjoy anymore. I've lost the ability to practically take care of myself. I'm stuck inside all the time because I can't go outside by myself. I've only been outside a couple of times this summer. And yeah, it's awful. And so with flu season coming up again, I'm scared about what I might lose this time. When I'm feeling really sick, I have trouble walking, so I'm afraid if I get the flu a lot again this winter that I might lose the ability to walk. I might lose the ability to enjoy the few things I have left. I'm scared that I'm going to end up having to stay in bed in the dark and the quiet all the time because my migraines would get worse. I'm afraid of just being stuck curled up in bed in pain all the time, unable to do anything, and I know that's the reality for many people with ME, and I'm terrified of getting to that point. And I know that every time I get the flu, I get worse, and I know flu season's coming. I also know that last year, despite his promises and offers, my husband did a terrible job of protecting me from the flu. He told me he would get the flu shot, and he didn't. And he's promised me that he'll make sure to do it this year. I guess we'll see. I don't know how effective it would have been, but if it would have saved me from it at least once, maybe I would have lasted a little bit less. I don't really know. I do know that he was hanging out with friends and one of them had the flu and he decided to stay hanging around them for several hours and then come home and sleep next to me all night. And every time he got sick, he slept next to me all night. And he's promised me that this year he will. And if somebody's sick, he won't be around them, and if he starts feeling sick, he'll sleep on the couch. I know that sounds awful, make the sick person sleep on the couch, but I'm already more sick than he is, to the point where I'm not sure if I've caught the flu or if my symptoms are just worse unless I'm feeling it like in my throat and in my sinuses. Yeah. But not only that, he spends most of his time in the living room anyway. I spend most of my time in bed. So, as far as any sort of quarantining measures, it makes more sense for him to sleep in the living room. And he's promised me he'll try to do that this winter. We'll see. And, he's, yeah. So, all that to say, I am terrified. I am genuinely terrified. I think I would rather be... Oh, no, I'm not gonna say that. But, anyway. So, to everybody out there, take precautions. I'm not saying you have to get the flu shot, because I just don't want to have that argument in the comments, and I won't. If anybody starts talking about it, I'm just not going to respond. I don't care. But I will say there are many measures that you can take to protect yourself, and if you do catch it, to not spread it to others. So, look up all the prevention stuff you can online and please follow it. Because there are a lot of people like me who are depending on you to protect us. Our immune systems can't. So yeah, wash your hands. Cover your mouth when you cough and sneeze. If you're sick, you know, if you can take off work for the first 2 days, please do. It'll help you feel better faster if you're resting. And the first 2 days are when you're most contagious. So that'll help, at least you're not passing it on to someone else. It'll help keep it from spreading quite so much. Yeah. There are a lot of us out there who are counting on you to help protect us. Please. Okay, well, take care, everybody.